Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be just talking about the market as a whole, the altcoin market as a whole. We'll be looking at total two, Bitcoin dominance, um, total two divided by BTC divided by BLX, um, and just seeing where we are in the market. Obviously, today is June 1st. We now have May, the month of May in the books. We can see on total, we lost about 24% of total market capitalization, losing about $521 billion in valuation, bringing us back down to 1.56 trillion, thereabouts. The start of June, we're down 4%, roughly, in total market capitalization. And now let's take a closer look. So currently, right now, with the total cryptocurrency market cap, we are just under the 20-week moving average. And much like Bitcoin, the total cryptocurrency market cap does, to some degree, respect the 20-week moving average. With that said, we have broken it, but in comparison to say like Bitcoin, which is significantly under the 20-week moving average, the total cryptocurrency market cap is a lot closer. And actually, we've been gaining the past 2 weeks, in coming back to the 20-week moving average. So this is interesting to say the least, and this begs the question of, well, what's the likelihood of us coming back up? And we'll get to that in a second. When we look at total two, so this is just the altcoin market. The altcoin market as a whole is doing, we're holding the 20-week moving average. When we look at, say, in the prior cycle, we see that the 20-week moving average has held to some degree, during that bull market. And so with that said, we are holding it today, and things are looking okay. Okay, they're not great, but they're okay. With that said, the total two is at $896 billion. It used to be 1.48 trillion, and we lost in 1 week about half a trillion dollars, in valuation, which is pretty insane if you ask me. Regardless, this is where we are. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance here. Bitcoin dominance is trending down. If we flip it to the monthly, seems that we just wicked down to this level. It really looks like down to 39% dominance, and here we are at 42.82. So this month is going to be interesting. This could be an indication that this is a bounce from Bitcoin dominance, and we will trend back up. And I think the month of June, for Bitcoin dominance is really going to show that. We had takes on certain altcoins like Ethereum that most likely is going to be trending down, and that might, and that's not a bad thing. Like we saw this drop here, which was 80%, but it came back right up, during the next altcoin cycle. And at the same time, we have altcoins like Chainlink, altcoins like Cardano that have been showing great prowess against Bitcoin, more so with Cardano. And these kind of assets might be something to be looking at when, deciding your portfolio come this summer. If you're looking to have altcoins that might be faring well with a temporarily unstable Bitcoin, or bearish Bitcoin, these assets might come to mind. Having said that, it's still, up in the air, unfortunately. When we look at the total cryptocurrency market cap against the 20-week moving average, we're there, but we can easily get rejected. A Bitcoin dump back down to sub 30,000, down to like sub $30,000, can definitely bring this market cap level down and further away from the 20-week moving average. At the same time, if that move happens, I'm pretty sure that total two would also break the 20-week moving average at that point. So, the name of the game at this point, okay, the name of the game at this point is if Bitcoin can hold, Okay, we're not even talking about trending back up, but to hold the region where it is currently at. And that would indicate that this is the bottom. Okay, in that scenario, this is the bottom for Bitcoin. This is as low as it's going to get until Bitcoin manages to gets back above the 20-week moving average and continues on the run. That would correlate to total cryptocurrency market cap getting back above the 20-week moving average and definitely not getting further away from it, and total two holding the 20-week moving average. That would also potentially indicate the continuation of this bounce on the monthly for Bitcoin dominance, showing that Bitcoin is gaining strength from this move, which I anticipate it will. And then altcoins take a back seat for a little bit. And that's kind of one scenario. The other scenario is that Bitcoin dumps further down, and in that case, total two, and the total cryptocurrency market cap will continue down, and we'll be talking about other valuations down the line. It would be potentially coming down to $1 trillion, maybe, back down to those levels of a total cryptocurrency market cap. I would frankly think that a majority of that capitalization loss would be coming from altcoins rather than Bitcoin at that point. But Bitcoin will take a sizable dump regardless. But I would anticipate altcoins to suffer further. And with that said, the total two would probably be going way back down, past the 20-week moving average, and my target probably would be the prior all-time high at $480 billion at the very least. Take note that this is just a generalization. When we're looking at total two, Bitcoin dominance, we're talking about asset classes as a whole. This doesn't necessarily mean that every single altcoin is going to follow it. There are some interesting cases, some that we've already talked about, like Chainlink, Cardano. Aave is another that I recently talked about. Coins that have been somewhat resilient to the situation that Bitcoin is experiencing. With that said, let's take a look at total 2 divided by BLX and see where we are. So, we have yet to break the prior all-time high for Bitcoin for this ratio here. And essentially, this just evaluates the entire altcoin market in Bitcoin, right? So technically, like the total two is worth 24 million or so Bitcoins. Obviously, there's not 24 million Bitcoins, but just bear with me here. So what we see here is the prior all-time high, which was made last cycle. We did peak up to it, but we came back down, and it's pretty interesting to see this happening, right? I anticipated that there probably might be some resistance here, considering this monstrous move with altcoins since March of 2021. Altcoins have just been exploding, mainly headed by Ethereum at the latter half. With that said, it's it was a pretty good run. Can it break through it? Sure. I'm not saying it can't, but the odds of it doing that is fairly low considering the situation Bitcoin is in. It's below the 20-week moving average. I anticipate altcoins will struggle unless this is the bottom for Bitcoin. If this is as low as Bitcoin's going to go, we start moving sideways, we can start to heal. There's no healing if this is just catching a falling knife. And because of that, uh, if Bitcoin does hold this, then Bitcoin dominant, like this ratio can maintain this level. Maybe bleed even bleed a little bit, but not majorly. But that's kind of what I'm anticipating here. 2 weeks ago, we lost about 21% of strength against Bitcoin for altcoins. But we more or less kind of held it and prevented it for going down, which is good. But that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin makes any further moves to the downside, that would result in total two being ultimately rejected off the 20-week moving average, and total two potentially just breaking its 20-week moving average, uh, um, ultimately just breaking it, and we could be coming back down to maybe $500 billion valuation for Total 2. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.